love that all the kids get a gift bag and just a bottle of water.
And now it's like all these personalized ones.
can't even read it. Oh, it says U.S. Coast Guard.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
That's cool.
Yes, it is. I've never seen that.
Good morning, and thank you to the members of the Granville High School Orchestra for our opening music. On behalf of the members of the Board of Education, Superintendent Jeff Brown, Treasurer Brittany Triolo, and the staff of the Granville Exempted Village School District, I welcome the families, friends, and you, members of the class of 2021, to the 149th Granville High School Commencement Ceremony. To honor our country, please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. The flag is to your rear, graduates. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm now happy to introduce our next musical piece to be performed by the senior members of the Granville High School Orchestra. I'd like to welcome you once again to this commencement ceremony, and the first to be held in the new Walter J. Hodges Stadium. We are thrilled to host our graduation ceremony in this new space that our community helped to make a reality, and that so many of our students were able to enjoy and utilize this year. Now, in typical school years and at typical graduation ceremonies, we talk at great length about awards and records, local, state-level accomplishments, and while I can assure you that awards have been won this year and records have been set, I think we can all agree that this year has been anything but typical, and each one of you is familiar with the burdens that it has placed on us all. So this morning I want to share two different trains of thought. The first is an acknowledgement, and the second is a call to action. I acknowledge that this senior year was not the senior year that any of us wanted for the class of 2021. Graduates, you were dealt an odd, a unique hand, and then you were asked to make the best of the situation. But graduates, please make sure you hear this. You absolutely did make the best of the situation. You asked what steps needed to be taken to get back to some form of regular learning, and then you took those steps. You asked, how can we safely make sure athletics and extracurriculars are an opportunity this year? And you did whatever was necessary. You asked, how can we have a prom? And you did exactly what was needed. These are just a few examples, because you have jumped through every single hoop placed before you. You have been flexible, you have been resilient, and you have been adaptable in all situations. Seniors, you are the reason this year was a success. It was not perfect, it was not easy, but it has been a success. So first, I acknowledge your situation and the challenges that it has presented. But I don't want to live there in that space. I want to call you to action as you go forward and you leave Granville High School. And based on your experience and that of our nation over the past 16 months, your call to action is threefold. First, after having walked through this experience, you know what matters the most in life. And undoubtedly, it is the people in our lives. It is the connections that we have with them that matter the most. Graduates, I invite you to look left and to look right down these rows. You share a common bond with the other members of the class of 2021. And that bond will never be something that can be taken from any of you. Cherish this time together as a graduating class. Michael Lieberman is a social psychologist at UCLA, and he notes that we have an innate desire for positive social connections, and that our brains experience deep pleasure when we achieve these connections. So part one of your call to action is to dig into relationships, both old and new, as you move forward in life. Express appreciation for those who have added to your experiences up to this point, and make a habit of doing that as you add new relationships in the future. Now, the second part of your call this morning requires context. The world looks dramatically different now as you are exiting high school than it did when you were entering it 4 years ago. What has changed? These are not surprises to you because you have watched them happen over these 4 years and especially over these past 16 months. I would suggest, though, that differences are beautiful. Differences are to be appreciated. Differences are what highlight our individual characteristics and strengths, and this applies across the board. Physical differences, philosophical differences, and more. Our differences make us stronger because they introduce alternate perspectives and points of view. But they only make us stronger when we lean in and when we learn. It is okay to acknowledge differences, and then we need to listen with genuine curiosity in an attempt to see this through the eyes of those around us. Author Arthur Brooks, in his book, Love Your Enemies, suggests this: better, not less, disagreement holds the key to greater harmony. Better disagreement sounds a lot to me like civil discourse, or the ability to hold conversations in civil ways, regardless of your position on a certain topic or issue. Graduates, I assure you that this is a skill that will help you greatly as you move forward. Now, the third and final element of your call to action is this: challenges present opportunities. This was the case as you navigated your pandemic senior year experience. So no one knows this better than you do. You stepped up in big ways over and over again. This will also be the case as you move forward in life, because challenges will be ever present. But I have great news for you, and the great news is this: you are equipped to deal with those challenges. Your education and your experiences have built within you an ability to have intelligent conversation, to look deeply into issues rather than accept them at face value, and to meet an obvious need in our culture: the need to be curious rather than full of contempt. If you see something different, learn more about it. Push yourself to move past the surface and into deeper understanding. Round out your perspective by seeing situations from a variety of angles. As you leave Granville High School, each of you is in a unique position to make a great impact. We need your curiosity. We need your innovative ideas, your creative solutions, and your powerful presence to make positive things happen in our global community. Graduates, congratulations. I am confident that you will go out and do great things. I would now like to introduce our next musical performance by the senior members of Blue Steel, followed by remarks from our superintendent, Jeff Brown.
It should be about 20 degrees warmer when you hear that kind of music. But let's give our talented student performers one more round of applause. On behalf of the Board of Education, Administration, and staff, congratulations, class of 2021. I want to take a brief moment before my comments to highlight the effort that made this event possible in this new stadium. This public-private partnership resulted in a facility that is not just a football field anymore. It hosts field hockey, soccer, lacrosse, football, track, band events, and now a graduation. This is because of the support of this community and the vision of this board. This stadium is named after Walter J. Hodges, the brother of Luella Hodges Reese, who is a graduate of the class of 1951. I can guarantee Walt, whose statue is over there in the corner, is looking down with the pride of the Blue Aces today. I'd like to thank everyone involved in this effort. And before I get to my comments, I also have to thank one other group. I have to thank the staff that's sitting behind you and the principal and assistant principal that made this year doable for you. So they really, really wanted to prioritize your senior year, and I think they bent over backwards to make it happen. So please join me in a round of applause for your teachers and your administration. In Granville schools, our mission is learning for life, which is a personal journey about understanding who you are and what you're passionate about, while equipping you with the necessary mindsets, skills, and dispositions to succeed beyond your time in Granville. Now, this next part is a little surprising coming from the superintendent of a school system, but in a recent book written by Adam Grant called Think Again, he shares, intelligence is usually seen as the ability to think and learn, which makes sense, right? But in a rapidly changing world, there is another set of cognitive skills that might matter more: the ability to rethink and unlearn. As a learner for life, the ability to unlearn what you have been taught may be more critical to your success because it opens us up to new ideas, new opportunities, and new experiences. I would challenge you as well to choose the discomfort of doubt over the comfort of conviction. Think like a scientist, searching for truth. I will leave you with this additional quote from the book. The curse of knowledge is that it closes our minds to what we don't know. Good judgment depends on having the skill and the will to open your minds. As you leave Granville schools, don't forget your greatest asset is your ability to think and then think again. Please remember, you always have a home in Granville schools, and best of luck, class of 2021. Best kind of speech, short, right? So now we get to hear from the power of our students. So it is my pleasure to invite our commencement speakers, student speakers, Adeline Hampton and Sarah Lodge. Please come to the stage.
Good morning and welcome, Granville staff members, families, friends, and the class of 2021. In 8th grade, many of us wrote poems about who we are based on a poem by George Ella Lyon titled Where I'm From. Our poems were varied, but I remember that some of them had common themes due to our shared experiences. In thinking about who the Granville class of 2021 is, I think of some of our individual and collective shared experiences that have shaped us. No matter what school district we went to, how long we went to Granville, or what friend group we were in, I bet we all wore and traded silly bands in elementary school. I bet we all secretly traded bracelets made with rainbow looms in intermediate school. How many of us begged our parents for Nike Elite socks? And more recently, we all started watching and making funny TikTok videos to share while we were isolated from our friends during the pandemic. In high school, it was less about the latest fad and more about our shared experiences. We participated with, cheered, and watched our classmates shine in various areas. We watched our sports teams win amazing victories, including competition cheer and indoor track winning state this year, and many other teams advancing far into tournaments. I'm pretty sure those wins were due to the early training in our Nike Elite socks. We listened as our band, orchestra, and choir members wowed judges at OMEA contests. We witnessed our drama program produce amazing plays and even organize and produce plays virtually due to the pandemic. I could go on all day about the wonderful accomplishments the class of 2021 has achieved in our 4 years of high school. Each of us had moments where we pushed ourselves and accomplished things we dreamed of. Of course, like those 8th grade poems, we are different and have many diverse opinions about everything from which football team is best to many difficult social and political issues. Our class has supported many political, environmental, and societal causes. I have been repeatedly impressed with my classmates' knowledge regarding current issues. I have been inspired not only by their knowledge, but their willingness to share personal experiences and to learn from each other through respectful dialogue. We know that one person can make a difference, but also know that working together can lead to great changes. When future generations look back on the class of 2021, I know they won't describe us as apathetic or uncaring. To be successful in today's world, people need to be adaptive and open to change. Through the pandemic, we have learned to face the difficulties of communicating with teachers and each other through online learning platforms. In-person students have learned to persevere and excel through quarantines. I know I made it through mine. We've excelled in our new hybrid school environment. Online students have learned to function in a non-traditional environment. Our class has learned to be innovative through new challenges such as talking through plexiglass dividers and somehow surviving the daily traffic jam at school and making it to class on time. We are grateful for the efforts made by our school district to allow us to have a somewhat normal year. Our shared pandemic experiences have made us ready to take on future challenges. As we move on to the next stage in our lives, we will continue to be strong, resilient, and innovative. As we go out into the world, I ask that the Granville High School class of 2021 graduates continue to inspire me and challenge the world. In honor of all the English teachers who taught us poetry, I would like to end with a poem about our class of 2021. We are from Granville, from persevering through problems and coming out on top. We are from silly bands, from Nike socks and rainbow looms. We are from 4th of July and Memorial Day, from festivals and parades and having fun with friends and family. We are from quarantines and a pandemic, from face masks to face shields, and learning to talk through plexiglass. We are from protests and Trump v. Biden. We debate, we learn, we listen. In the era of social justice, we are from challenges and climbing. We are eager and resilient. We are going to climb new mountains to continue to challenge, inspire, and care. Thank you. And now introducing Sarah Lodge.
We don't deserve these diplomas. You heard me right. We don't deserve these diplomas. We have earned these diplomas. Now, you might be asking yourself, what do you mean we don't deserve them? Well, pull out your notebooks and pens for one last lesson. When we stepped into the high school during freshman orientation, we had bright eyes and wide smiles. But little did we know what our high school years would consist of. Everything that we received on our transcripts, fields, courts, and stages were earned. And this diploma is no different. We all put in the hard work to walk across this stage today. Some of us spent long and late nights studying and finishing homework and projects to earn an A the next day. Some of us showed up early and stayed late to practice, taking an extra rep to earn that starting spot. Some of us practiced the same measure over and over to earn a 1 at solo and ensemble. But you know what all of us did? We earned these diplomas. When we were suddenly told that we would have a 3-week spring break, many of us rejoiced. But when 3 weeks turned into the rest of the year, with no junior prom, no spring sports, and no musical, we all felt like we had missed out on key experiences that we deserved. But without a chance to prove it, there was no way to earn those opportunities back. At least, not until senior year. When the beginning of our senior year rolled around, we were all skeptical that we'd make it through and be able to have classic high school experiences. But we didn't leave it to chance. We did what had to be done to be here today. By wearing our masks, sacrificing a few events, and wiping down our desks thousands of times, we were able to earn back our senior year. We earned our sports seasons back. We earned the chance to perform the arts. We earned the chance to sit in the classroom again. But most importantly, we earned the graduation that we were hoping for. Now that we have all graduated, it's time for us to take the next step and go out into the world and keep earning. Just because we have this piece of paper in our hands, it doesn't mean that we can sit back and expect the rest of our lives to fall perfectly into place. The qualities that appear on the portrait of a graduate posters all around the school are qualities that set us up for success and put us on the right path to earn everything that we want from life. Some of us will attend college, where we will earn another degree in a field of study that we are passionate about. Some of us will join the workforce, where we will earn a promotion by going above and beyond what is expected of us. Some of us will take a different path and earn a new perspective about ourselves and the world around us. Granville has taught to set our goals high and has taught us how to reach them. But the only way to get there is to put in the work, effort, and heart that it takes to earn them. Those three things set apart deserving and earning. Deserving implies entitlement and not receiving based on your merits. But to earn something, you have to put in the work to receive something in return. You must be willing to put in the time and effort that you have proven yourselves capable of by being here today. None of us are entitled to this diploma. None of us deserve them. But the hard work that we've put in over the past 13 years symbolizes that we can earn. Not only that, the lessons that we have learned on this journey set us up to keep earning everything we desire. So keep this last lesson with you as you put away your notebooks and pens one last time, and go forward and earn whatever you set your mind to. Because once a blue ace, always a blue ace. Thank you.
Thank you to Addie and Sarah for those remarks. And now our final musical performance of the morning, performed by the senior choir. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the moment for which you have all been waiting. Members of the Board of Education of the Granville Exempted Village School District, It is my pleasure to present to you those students who have completed the necessary requirements for graduation, as stipulated by the Ohio State Department of Education and the Granville Exempted Village School Board. Board members, Class President Daniel Pappas will read the names of the 149th graduating class of Granville High School.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to begin by thanking Mr. Durst for the introduction and thanking the class of 2021 for letting me be their senior class president. Now, I'm not one to stand between a senior and their diploma, so I'll go ahead and get this started. Bentley Tyler Anderson. Shelby Lynn Armstrong. Braden Warren Atchison. John Chase Barclay. Olivia Kathleen Beckett. Frederick Colmer Bell. Stephen Charles Benjigurtis. Hunter Pierce Bennington. John Cameron Bernauer. Gabriella Christina Black. Isabella Rose Black. Dylan A. Board. Keyshawn Michael Bonner. Gwendolyn Rose Bowen. Ryan Thomas Bunyard. George Wesley Burzak. Jaden Christopher Cahill Rudder. Kyler Allen Caldwell. Casey Noel Cannon. Natalie Grace Cannon. Nicholas Allen Carnahan. Alexander Scott Carnes. Heston Jacob Sesserly. Simon Andrew Chafee. Stephen Andrew Chang. Abby Kathleen Charlton. Noah Daniel Charlton. Joseph Michael Jakowski. Samuel James Cheney. Esme Chin Parker. Ella Rose Clark. Caroline Michelle Comisford. Noah Matthew Cottrell. Logan Carl Courtney. Caitlin Ann Dobby. Isaiah Sinjin Davidson. Isabel Claire Dawes. William Norman Decker. Jonathan B. Dickerman. Lucas Mateo Dixon. Isaac James Haynes. Eleanor Jeanne Hedges DeRoy. Ethan Eric Hendrickson. Oh, these are out of order. My apologies.
We got Finn Dixon.
Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Finley James Dixon. Luke Wesley Dixon. Aubriana Mary Grace Dobbins. Michael Raymond Donnellan. Addison Andrus Dotson. Matthew Joseph Doty. Olivia May Eccles. Sophia Helen Ehrman. William Cornelius Ellen. Cody Gibbs Anglefield. Mackenzie Marie Everett. Caitlin Marie Federer. William Walter Fink. Drew Harrison Furshaw. Zoe Ann Furshaw. Samuel Ray Fletcher. Sierra Lynn Ford. Annabelle Tullis Foster. Reed Philip Foster. Gage Marcus Foudy. William Joseph Frank Jr. in absentia. Elizabeth Ann Frushnick. Ella Grace Fuller. Leah Grace Fuller. Adrian Zdeniak Fultner Maskett. Clarissa Ann Garland. Joshua Carter G. Seth Robert Henderson George. Amber Catherine Gillum. Brighton Lee Gillespie. Alex Graben. Brooklyn Marie Grady. Sophia J.C. Graff. Hogan J. Gummery. Kristen Nicole Hall. Jordan Tyler Hammond. Adeline K. Hampton. Elena Joy Hansen. Isaac James Haynes. Eleanor Jeanne Hedges DeRoy in absentia. Ethan Eric Hendrickson. Elena Grace Heileman. Luke Allen Holmberg. Kobe James Hooker. Stephanie Anna Hauser. Tristan Chase Hubbs. Paige Elizabeth Huck. Dilnoza Dilshadovna Husseinova. Abigail Merritt Cullen Knobloch. Asia Sabira King. Maxwell Thomas King.
Now it's Knobloch.
Abigail Merritt Cullen Knobloch. Adam Michael Kohler. Isabella Kate Korzanik. Katerina Martha Kozlowski. Jacob Sayre Krieger. Dylan Amelia Kretschmar. Julian Simon Labaki. Jordan E. Lance. Ian Douglas Law. Lauren Steele Law. Olivia Grace Liberty. Addison Marie Lilly. Clarice Marie Lilly. Sarah Elizabeth Lodge. Taylor Mackenzie Love. Campbell James Lucas Miller. Cormac Ari McClay. Robert Wilson Main. Claire Elizabeth Malashenko. Major Michael Marple. Tomas Manuel Martinez. Rebecca Mayette Valesco. Megan Nicole Mazik. Joseph Michael McClear. Sophia Mariam McCutcheon. Caitlin Jeanette McDonald. Caitlin Han McDonough. Thomas Gilbert McHenry. Cavero Martezi McFadden. Olivia Marie McKenzie. Jack Lenzo McLaughlin. Cora Elizabeth McVeigh Steele. Adric M. Melrose. Caitlin Hope Mesner. Ryan Donato Miller. Whitaker James Miller. Julia Kathleen Mitchell. Zoe Caroline Moore. Brian Abraham Morales Hernandez. Thomas Joseph Music. Armin Alexander Nazarian. Samuel Nguyen. Gabriella Marie Nicodem. Tyler Robert Niedermeyer. Alex Jose Nieto. Avery Catherine Norval. Kennedy Elena Ogden. Ainsley Grace Owen. Lydia Eileen Painter. Daniel Christian Pappas. Sorry for the interruption. Grayson Oliver Penland. Laura Ann Sully Penn. Ella Lee Porterfield. Isabella Grazia Priano. William James Pritchard. Isabella Maria Randall. Blake Anthony Rhine. Hannah Jean Rockwell. Isabella Marie Zamora Rogers. Ella Elaine Rogers. Theron Eli Rogerson. Joshua Edward Romsberg. Olivia Pearl Roof. Evan Eric Sams. Gabriella Caitlin Sargent. Sierra June Sarver. Lila Diane Shank. Samuel Eggleston Smith. There we go. Ethan Richard Schwab. Garrett James Sharps. Gwendolyn Elizabeth Shaw Bowman. Madeline Lucy Shopes. Nicole Elizabeth Shoemaker. Jane Allen Shuttleworth. William Matthew Skurbitz III. Caden Emmanuel Smith. Hunter M. Smith. In absentia. Kathleen Marie Speck. Adam Douglas Spielis. Matthew B. Stockler. Kyla Marie Stanley. Taylor Ray Stevens. Ava Valiespin Studer. Audrey Jean Sturgeon. Maxwell Allen Taylor. Douglas Scott Terry. Cameron James Thagard. Zachary Allen Thyssen. Ivy Victoria Thomas. Benjamin Allen Thompson. Catherine Chowdee Thompson. Keaton Matthew Thompson. Jaden Ruth Toms. Abigail Grace Tracy. Caitlin Brooke Tubal. Sophie Ellen Twaddell. Alexavier Owen Tyndall. Jenna Renee Unkefer. Kara Ray Van Horn. Colin Michael Voris. Mariah Kai Waddle. Sophie Lillian Wakeling. Hayden Patrick Wells. Olivia Reed Warner. Olivia Reed Wells. Seth Thomas Warner. Charles Wendell White. Ian Matthew White. Mason Raymond White. Karis Elaine Williams. Parker Charles Williams. Charles David Wilson. Bryce Caden Wood. Joseph Wesley Worrell. Lucy Jane Dixon Yearling. Guy Christopher Zimmerman. Last but not least.
Yeah, let him sit down, and then
So how you guys doing? Gotta wait for the pictures, unfortunately. I don't know any, sorry.
just relax. I wouldn't go freehand from me there. That never turns out well.
Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know.
In another 20 or 25 minutes, you'll be ready.
May I'll keep going at it with the jokes. I think I did pretty well.
You did great.
I
did great.
kind of switch around the sheet.
That's fun. That makes it fun.
Oh, yeah.
Brings some personality to it.
That's a little bit of the edge.
Yeah, that's good. We are serving water.
Don't worry about it, buddy. That's why I drive a 30 times. Don't worry, I just got ready. You did a great job. Yes, you did. Yes.
A little bit of a difference. That's all right.
I just thought I'd bring levity to this.
Go. Perfect, perfect.
Guys in the lane, straight to your left. So wait till he sits down.
We're almost there. Guy, if you could walk a little bit faster. I'm just kidding, take your time. And there we go. Graduates, please rise. This tassel's a hassle. Parents, family members, administration, and the Board of Education, I present to you the class of 2021. Graduates, turn your tassels from right to left to signify this accomplishment. On a more personal note, I would like to thank each and every one of you for making these past 4 years truly special. Thank you.
We do want to thank you for joining us this morning. Family, loved ones, and friends, you're invited to celebrate with the graduates. After you exit the stadium using the main gate, we do have a photo area set up for additional opportunities outside the front entrance of the school. Graduates, you may recede to the back, follow your junior class advisors. Congratulations. Go ahead and toss those caps.
Don't come on.